There's
Okay.
still a little bit of exposition that needs to be done that I got cut off before I could actually do last time.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So please.
Yes, go for it.
okay. So, where we left off, King Kurgan was focusing on the undead attacks in Lickburg. Um, he uh, he begins looking around the board or the table in front of him, the various maps and charts, and looks to Cora, the Goliath, the female Goliath, who you know is uh, the commander of Fort Lannis on the coast of the Sea of Karum. And he says, Cora, you're probably one of the uh, highest regimented forts on the coast. Could you spare? I need you to spare some troops to move their way towards Lickburg. Um, Zanuck, you also, with Fort Aragon. I need you to spare some troops there as well. Um, if you all would make your way up the Tragan River, meet up at Erebor, and then make your way north towards Lickburg. We have to get this settled right here, right now. If we get cut off from the east, we're gonna be toast. Um, uh, it's there that Elfire kind of pipes in and says, "Now, Father, you understand. We can't take troops from the coast. It would leave us too vulnerable. We have to find them somewhere else. Maybe we could send some of our own people from here in Belenos." Um, and
How many?
shit.
Seriously, how many of those troops did we rescue and/or summon out of the forest?
Oh, of our
Right. How many people can we rally at Three Hammer Keep?
oh god, I imagine maybe 50 max.
Yeah, you only have like a regiment of about 20 25 keep guards right now.
But we took all of those people out of the forest. There was what, a dozen or so, wasn't there?
Yeah. We probably need to guard Three Hammer Keep as a strategic resource too. I mean, it may come
It's
become
basically
necessary.
the doorway to Belenos.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, that puts a different light on things, doesn't it?
Kinda.
Okay, carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
Thelga pipes in and says, Father, we need those troops from Belenos to reinforce Fort Kurgan. We can't spare them. They would have to come from Fort Lannis or Fort Aragon. Elfire, you know this. We have to keep Lannis and Aragon are the only places we have the reserves to pull from. The king just kind of gruffly huffs it out of his nose a little bit, just and then he kind of looks at you guys. Well, what do you all think? I could use your advice on some of this.
I feel like we need to go kill some zombies. So do you know, are they like just spontaneously arising, or do you think that there's a directed attack coming from someone that we can go find and dispatch for you?
From there, the very light, lilting voice of Githerfin pipes out of a corner somewhere, having not realized he was even in the room. Unfortunately, Lickburg is kind of a wild card right now. All the scouts I've sent up there have not returned. I have almost very little to nothing to go on with Lickburg.
In other words, you need someone to go up there and suss out what's happening.
That would possibly give us something to work with. If it's as bad as we think, I think the princess is right. We should pull troops from Fort Lannis and Fort Aragon in order to retake Lickberg if things are as bad as they say.
So, how about we go as an advance to find out what's happening and send word back, whether you need to bury us or send troops.
The king kind of nods his head. Aye, let's do that. Let's do that then. Rather than pull the troops immediately, let's send out a search, or send out a scouting party. I trust you heroes are up to the task. You've proven yourselves more than capable already.
Well, I thank you, sir.
But please, do not forget your task at hand. The hammers must also be recovered. Fast.
Oh, the hammer is definitely my first priority, sir. But we can't really go after a hammer if everything's falling to pieces here because zombies suck.
And research still needs to be done as to where the third hammer resides.
We do have some stuff that we need to that we're waiting on before we can do anything really effective. So, hey, I'm up for a little adventure as usual. Anybody else? I look around to my companions.
Oh, yeah.
hopefully.
I raise my hand. Yep.
Yep.
Right then. I'll set you to this
place?
task. What's that?
How far is this place? What I mean, am I gonna need like 3 days travel time?
If you
How much
if
grain
you
am I
pull
gonna
out-
need for the horse?
if you pull out your map, or if you zone out from your map a little bit, Belenost is right here, and Lickberg is right up here.
It's only 70 feet away. That's not that far.
Okay, so it's like a couple days travel.
Hey, Robert.
Hey.
Hey, welcome aboard.
You may not be listening yet.
Okay. It's like a very famous lady once said, only a man could equate an inch equaling a mile. So
How about now?
So
Hey, hi.
hey, welcome back.
Hey.
welcome back. We're gonna go kill some zombies now.
You're lucky. We actually only just started the actual game itself, so you didn't really miss anything.
I totally stalled them as long as I possibly could.
Can she get points for that? Okay,
No.
So we're gonna need some travel time and supplies on the way, and maybe some, hints as to who to talk to on the way. Because we aren't always
Right.
gonna get lucky, and there's gonna be a cat in a sunbeam. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He'll look at his daughter and say, Thelga, please see to this team getting supplied and outfitted for the trip.
Right on, right on.
And
And
Am I right? This is about a 10-day journey.
I wouldn't say 10 days.
How? It's like a half day to Three Hammers Keep, right?
On foot it's about maybe it's about maybe half a day
Okay.
on foot.
unless I'm rowing the boat, in which case we're getting there lickety split.
Oh, that's right. So on foot,
I
this
now
could
own
be.
the rowboat.
Yeah, this might be a couple weeks. Maybe 3. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it took you a few weeks to get up here to Gamlet.
Yeah.
Should
yeah,
be
you're
fun.
looking at about a week and a half.
Cool.
If you're
can...
if you're on horseback, about a week and a half.
Okay, so we need horses
Provisions.
because our stable is pretty much not happening yet. We need to see to that. And while we're getting outfitted, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we can pick the princess's brain about what the fuck's going on with her brother being such a fucking dick.
Oh yeah, the whole like take troops out Belenost is totally like if you're gonna have a coup.
Yeah, is he actually trying to to beat his father up and take all of his toys, or is he just a dick in general?
Maybe both.
Because I'm telling you right now, that ain't gonna fly with me.
Well, my brother, he's somewhat more military-minded than socially minded.
So would he be?
Sending
Would he
troops
be
from
inclined
Belenos to
to-
Lickberg would be the most militarily sound option. But right now, those forces are better served being sent to Fort Kurgan to reinforce the growing numbers of Blackguard massing at the Trader's Gate. I really do believe that Fort Lannis and Fort Aragon have enough men and supplies to hold their own if there was ever a land attack. We could spare them. They can be taken to Lickberg rather than taking the reinforcements from the gate.
Yeah, I don't think the gate needs to be left. Yeah, that needs to be reinforced for sure. But your brother, does he have any truck with people from the other side of the foggy sea of forgetful, ugly poisonousness?
Hmm?
Would he be inclined to pay someone to steal his grandfather's armor and usurp his father's throne?
Well, while my father and my brother do disagree on a number of things, I don't think, I hope, he wouldn't be so blinded and cruel that he'd be willing to kill our father to usurp his throne.
You do know that the armor exists and it has been stolen by people who are very, very bad.
Oh, I do realize this, and it is disheartening to be sure. That armor was at one point a great symbol of our house, and something of a, well,
What do you know
It
about
gave
its
people
magic
hope.
properties?
my grandfather was famous for his combat prowess. It made him nearly invincible. He could withstand blows that would crush a normal man.
Why would the Circle want this?
To usurp the throne. And then put their own puppet on it.
There is no title to be conveyed by having that armor, correct? It is not a.
No, it's
Okay.
It's simply a symbol of our family. That's all.
So could it be? And actually, maybe this is an Arcana check.
What are you doing?
Could it be used like a voodoo doll or something like that to take control of a member of that lineage?
That would
Come on,
take
it's okay.
a very massively high DC Arcana check.
Boom. I can't see what I rolled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, a 27.
27.
That's a
It's
yeah.
pretty high. Um,
Sorry, I didn't mean to have that reaction. Damn.
no, it's a valid reaction to that roll.
Yeah.
Of course,
You
when
know
you watch
things.
when you watch Critical Role as much as I do, you're used to seeing numbers above 30. So,
Right.
anyway, you think it might be possible, considering you don't really know any current magical quote unquote technology that would be capable of it. However, if there was any entity capable of coming up with such magic, it would probably be the Circle.
I'll mention that it is possible that the familial ties of the armor could be used in as a conduit to attack members of the family down the lineage, possibly take control or influence. And I'll just kind of muse about this for a little bit and just quietly recommend that, if at all possible, some guards or wards be erected around the king and immediate family to guard against such an attack.
Well,
Because there is no other legitimate reason to take that armor besides its military value, and it's surprising to me that they would invest so many resources in attacking this deep in the territory just for that suit of armor.
Yeah, and they obviously had, it was very pointed and
Mm-hmm.
to them apparently useful use of their resources.
well, I'll definitely pass the word to our family mages, or to the keep's mages. We'll have some barriers resurrected at once, but for now, You all should be stocked, supplied, ready to go. Um,
I'll be right back. I'm here listening. I'm just talking.
okay. You have
All
provisions?
right. I'll probably need a day or two to get my paperwork and some books from the library, and then I'll be ready to go.
Well, Father has requested that this be a rather expedient mission to be taken to be taken on immediately. I'm afraid we don't have the day.
Oh, could we find someone who would take care of the paperwork in our absence?
Alrighty, I'm sorry, back.
Well, I think that could be arranged,
Ooh, perfect.
That would be very helpful indeed.
Exactly what do you have there?
Oh, I show her the ream of paperwork in order to get access to the Mages Guild.
She just kind of chuckles a little bit. Just, oh, aye, this looks like them for sure.
Yes, all this in order to get a library card.
Right.
Oh, my friend, if only you knew, this is so much more than a library card. What you're signing up for is a lifetime commitment.
Oh, but see, I'll have a very short life, if history is any indicator.
She just kind of punches you in the hip, which kind of hurts a little because of her metal gauntlet. But she says, "Now don't you be saying that, you big bugger. You come back to us now, all of you."
I think she likes you.
Aww.
Well, our plan is to come back because
Gabriel
we have
blushes
some
a
hammers
little bit.
to get.
Yep.
We have hammers, and hammers need to be gotten, and monarchies need to be saved, and circles need to be smashed into smithereens.
Indeed.
Oh, sorry. Did I use my out loud voice? I apologize.
Totally should.
So
it's fine.
Are you lawful regent or?
I am chaotic neutral as it applies to restoring the monarchy as it should be in our realm. Like my only motivation is to restore the monarchy as it should be and fix the goddamn circle into oblivion.
All right. So
I guess
you guys are loaded up with supplies.
Paperwork's being done.
All that's left is to start the long trek towards Lickberg.
All right. We're
Okay.
trekking.
Okay.
Trekking. Sorry, no, I won't sing it. I'll be good.
Now I get
I'm
to
not going to
finally-
start singing any Grateful Dead or anything, I promise.
Now I finally get to open up my big notebook of notes. And
Ooh, you have some random encounters?
No, I just have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double-sided pages of notes, storytelling, backstory, characters, buildings, cities, towns, and other stuff involved in this quest line. So,
Nice.
I finally get to open this up. Alright. So, the journey to Lickberg.
Hi-ho, it's off the kill we go.
Now, the plains west of Belenost are fairly open, kind of, very flat, grassy, nice open terrain. Your first week of travel goes basically unhindered. Until you reach the, and then a couple days later, you reach the Galen River. The Galen is about still as big and broad and wide as it used to, as the last time you came across it on your way to Vulcan Island. And again, there are a number of ferry operators who every couple of miles up and down the river operate, their own private little businesses where they ferry people across to either get to Lickberg or Gamlet or some of the more smaller coastal towns along the Castellan Sea.
But we're not going near the ones that we were at before.
No, those were
these are-
were up north here.
Okay. Have they heard of us yet?
Well, let's find
Anyone
out.
cringing when we show up?
How fast does word travel up and down the Gamlet?
Probably pretty damn fast, considering we're kind of.
These guys have heard absolutely nothing of you.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Excellent. We haven't ruined our reputation yet.
yeah.
So, some young lad who worshipped tiny blue moles told me once never to pay the ferryman until we get to the other side.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so as you come to the Gamlet River, or the Galen River, Gamlet's the city, Galen is the river.
Galen is the river.
I gotta remember my own geography. I drew this damn map. You'd think I'd know it.
There's a reason I haven't drawn any maps yet for Kydale.
So anyway, there aren't any ferries at this exact point, but you're fairly confident that either, half a mile in either direction, you might find one.
Let us go.
It seems like the further downriver we would be better, because I imagine we'll be doing an end run kind of around the forest. So I think I'm voting for going downriver.
Sounds good to me.
And bodies tend to float downriver too, so that might be a source of intelligence as well.
Yeah.
All right. So, you make your way about maybe half a mile downriver or so, and actually do come across a ferryman.
Are they alive? Or I'm going to say, are they undead?
No.
Is their name Karen?
No, they are not undead, and their name's not Karen.
No Karens.
Life is good. Daily forward.
Oh my god. Does Matt Mercer have to deal with this shit? Okay. So anyway, you come up to the ferryman. She is actually quite an older lady, probably late 40s, early 50s.
I'm not older.
Her ferry looks about standard size. A couple of large pontoons lashed together by a large wooden raft with a wooden rail running along the outer perimeter. She strides up and greets you all. Hello everyone. I take it you're looking for crossing across the Galen?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Though I must warn you, things tend to get a little wild on the other side of the river. The Gladen Vale, the area between the Osmond and the Galen River, we call it. It's gotten a little dark lately. So just
how
to warn
so?
you. Well,
Do tell.
what few people who do come back that I've ferried across have said things have gotten pretty ugly. Lots of people disappearing, various undead haunting the forests around Lickburg. It's gotten pretty bad, so I just thought I'd warn you before I take you across.
Oh, we appreciate that. Thank you.
That's good to know.
Excellent.
Has
All right.
anyone come by lately?
Oh, so actually, Rob, really quick, Eladonna of Gamlet actually loaned me a spell book. At least I think I have it here. Did we ever figure out what spells were in that? Because maybe I didn't need to get a library book to begin with. And you know what? I don't want to derail everything right now. I was just noticing, going through my notes, that...
Yes, I believe I remember she did. Unfortunately, I've got about 3 notebooks worth of stuff that I'm filling up, so I need to go revisit those really quick.
Cool. Okay.
But
Then,
yeah.
at a little bit later in the session or next session. Okay, just curious.
Okay. All right. Well, if you just want to load everything up on the pontoon here, I'll be sure to get you across nice and safe. And she'll help you load up your stuff, the various satchels and bags and cases.
And really quick, are we bringing the Vardo, or is it just a wagon?
We're horseback.
Okay, we're horseback. Okay.
Yeah, the Vardo is parked at home.
Okay.
That's my sadness.
Okay, so you load up the horses and the baggage. It takes about a good 10-15 minutes to cross the river. It's very still, not much current at all. But eventually you get to the other side. She helps you unload everything, and well, thank you very much for your service. That'll be for the horses and each person. We'll call it 25 silver, please.
I can do that.
Totally.
And
I'll kick in 14 silver.
I was just gonna give her a gold and call it good, but yeah. She gave us a lot of information as well.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
give her a tip. So, you know what? I've got 30 silver. So, I'm just gonna give her that.
Dun dun dun.
Wait, what
And-
just happened?
No, Stephanie was just saying she has 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, I don't anymore. Thank you very much. I've passed it on to the next person. No more
Alright.
curse for me. Thank you. I will thank her for her service and tell her, we appreciate the information and hopefully we'll be seeing you again very soon.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your business. Please come see me again on your return trip.
Well, if you ever get near the Keep of Three Hammers, you will be welcome in our home.
Well, I don't make my way south very much, but I sure will keep that in mind. Thank you. And she begins to, she unlashes the raft and begins to paddle it back across the Galen to the other side. So now, you guys are on the other side of the Galen. Did you want to kind of make it as direct as possible, or did you want to kind of hug the coast of the castle and sea?
I was thinking hugging the coast, just, I don't know. We do have a druid in the party, and we do have a ranger in the party. We should be safe in the forest.
But I'm
But-
famous last.
If we're gonna come across any settlements, they'd be along the coast, wouldn't
This
they?
is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we probably would like to do a little recon. I would find
I-
out, from any townspeople we come across.
As we play this game, I'm finding that I'm a very urbane kind of druid. I don't know if that's a good thing.
You're
We're the
falling.
new
just-
order.
Modern and forward with.
It's like an urban shaman from Shadowrun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll just call you
guys,
Urban Sean from now on.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna hug the castellan around this way.
Yep.
That seems like
Okay.
a good plan, at least until we find some people to talk to.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or some undead to slaughter.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we're both. Yeah.
Well, as you're coming along this way, your first encounter with a town is right about here, right just before where the large forest kind of begins to show itself near the coast.
Mhm. Excuse me.
And let me find my map.
Ooh, is there do we have a blow up?
Well, I mean, you enter a town, you should have a
Oh,
town map.
I'm sorry, a blow up map. I wasn't talking about blowing up the town.
At least until we identify the undead and then we need.
Oh, wait, I see a map of Elise. No, never mind, that's the continent.
Okay, so now I just need to find my tokens for you guys. And
Oh my god.
nope, that's not the right map. Come here.
That won't do it.
Come here. Alright. So I need to put Draglink in the token bundle.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting about Draglink. Sorry guys. I'm getting that chest pulled back again.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it was before, but
Well, hi, buddy. What? It's a bunka bunk. I need bunka bunks.
oh shit.
Yes.
There he is.
Meanwhile, Sean's cats are so well behaved, they're never a problem. Hi there.
Yeah, they never hang out with me. I don't know why.
They're behaving
Except-
themselves and being respectful of you.
Yeah, they're just kind of like doing their own thing and all that. Like if we're sleeping or something like that, they're all over us. But
Hi.
during the day, they're kind of motoring around.
Independent.
Yep.
No, mine is
Bear
as
with me
independent
here,
as he
guys.
is. 1
No
inch
problem.
from me. Yeah. Poor silly goose. I'm finding out it's because he's Siamese. And they're really not independent. No, you're not independent. Not even a little bit. Mm-mm.
Okay, so
No. You're going to be a baby till you're 120. Yeah.
all right.
It's a difference from Cleo, boy.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes, you are.
Now I can finally drag.
I love
this
you. You're
over.
okay.
Okay.
Stay put. Don't roll the dice.
Uh-oh. I
So
got
you
0.
guys enter this town.
Oh, here we go. See if I can center it again. There we go.
Now as you were coming up on it, roll a perception check for me really quick.
How come it won't shrink? There we go.
All right.
All right. Perception is on my character.
All of us?
Yeah.
I'm apparently hungry and not really perceptive at the moment.
The hell is that?
The cowabunga?
Yes. That.
I think that's Rob's phone, maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
Perception.
I'm having a little,
Stephanie, you don't catch it. Sean,
I can't
you don't
find where I
catch it.
can roll it. Hold on a minute.
Does Gordon see it?
Gordon doesn't catch it.
Oh,
Give me a
dear.
minute. I just can't find where to roll. For whatever reason, I'm having that English problem. I can't find perception on my thing.
On
Here
the
it is.
left side of
I
your
found it. I found it. I'm just retarded.
And I don't even know how to roll Draglink perception.
Draglink, I don't think he has actually a perception
There it is.
skill.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
So it would
Go on,
just
buddy.
be a basic roll, or
I know nothing.
20 roll.
I see nothing.
We're trail weary and looking
I
for
know
beer.
nothing.
Yeah, well, I think the highest perception roll might have been Stephanie.
Stephanie and Gordon. Because of Gordon's attributes, I will give him advantage. So Gordon actually does see it with that
Ooh.
15. You guys missed it by 1 for Pete's sake.
Oh,
So, Gordon, what you see through Gordon's eyes, Sean, at first you begin to see the outlines of the buildings on the horizon, and something kind of catches your eye at first. You would expect from a normal hustle and bustling coastal city to see smoke from chimneys coming out of the what
Is
are
this
they
town
called now?
dead?
Chimneys.
Out of the chimneys, yeah. You would expect to see, people walking the streets, activity on the coast, boats and ships coming in and out of the waterway. But from what you can tell, all the ships are harbored, just bouncing in the surf on the docks. There's no smoke from any of the chimneys. There's no people walking the streets. It seems to be completely abandoned, this whole town.
Ugh.
There's absolutely
Alright.
no activity
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's a dead town.
I relate that to the party, and gosh, at this point, yeah, we'll just have to kind of cautiously, probably sneak in.
Can Gordon do some recon for us?
Yeah, I'll fly him around the town a little bit, see if there's anything interesting, like piles of bodies, giant funeral pyres, ghouls kind of milling about.
Now, why does Gordon look like he's in the DM layer?
He looks like he's...
He looks almost
he-
transparent to me. Huh. It must just be my graphics or something. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
pretty tiny. Ooh,
Okay.
let me give him an aura.
So, yeah, go ahead and fly Gordon around if you want, Sean.
Okay. Hey, alright. Alright, so I'm going to fly him essentially to the top of this building right here.
Okay. Let's see. Again, all the streets and alleyways down around this area, completely empty. Roll an investigation check,
Me or Gordon?
Gordon,
Okay,
because
so
you're
that would
perceiving
just...
through Gordon's senses. So,
Well, that's not with advantage, so... Oof.
woof. Yeah, Gordon can't really figure out. Well, Gordon himself isn't really putting two and two together on this one.
Can I do an investigation check through him, or?
It would make logical sense that you could, yeah.
Okay, alright.
Now that we've been alerted, can I do an investigation check?
You can in your specific area, yeah.
Okay.
But the area Gordon is in right now, Sean,
There are no clues.
I'm just looking in the window of the nearest building.
you are seeing a number of footprints that look like they would correspond to normal traffic through a city. There's really no sign of any kind of struggle or fight. There's no damage to the buildings. There's
There's
no,
also nobody home.
yeah, but it's just completely abandoned. Now, Stephanie, Kazira, what you find here in this immediate area, it does look like there was a mass exodus heading out from the city this way.
Okay.
Large
the
numbers of
direction
foot-
that we're going.
Large numbers of footprints heading out of the city, all in kind of a group.
So the opposite direction that we're going in.
Yes.
But we didn't meet anybody on the road.
No.
Okay, I'll relay that to the group.
Is it worth tracking those prints down?
Can I tell, since I'm a ranger and I know this shit, can I tell how long ago? I mean, are these fresh tracks? Are they days old? Can I guess when?
Roll a survival check.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you actually can note the footprints of the larger group.
Mhm.
Well, the footprints themselves, the tracks, look like they're old. The dirt around them is crusted and dried. They're definitely older. Like, you'd probably say within the last maybe 2 weeks to maybe close to a month.
Okay.
They're still pretty old.
We're not going to catch up to them.
Yeah. However, with that roll, you also notice that kind of flanking. Let me see if I can. Kind of flanking either side of the tracks as a group look like tracks that don't match any of the others from the town.
Oh.
So either they were herded out of town. Do I recognize these tracks? Do they look like the tracks from where we saw those people getting stolen before? Does it look like giant tracks?
No, they're not giant tracks. They're humanoid sized, or demi-human sized, I should say, because giants are still humanoid.
Right.
But yeah, they're demi-human sized tracks. But that's about all you can derive from them.
Okay, so either they were herded or escorted out of town, because I'm guessing if it was a secondary party, they would have just tracked over the top of the other tracks. And they're old enough that we're not going to catch up with them even if we try to track them down, so there's no point in that. But perhaps if we look around town, we'll find out what they were fleeing from or being herded away from.
Yeah.
Are
Maybe
we in
go
a
house to
residential
house?
area right now or a commercial area?
It looks like a residential or kind of a business area that's kind of surrounded by the main, what looks like it could be a tavern or an inn central inside the town here that Gordon's resting on.
I'd like to go inside a building and see if anyone left something significant behind, a journal or a note or a closed until further notice sign, or anything that we might get some clues from. And either a tavern or a general store or something that people would gather at seems like a good bet to find that.
Okay.
Anyone else have suggestions?
I think like going house to house and just kind of seeing if there's any signs. You know, if there was some kind of force that took people out, there might be survivors or those who hid.
Yeah.
Look for them too.
Okay.
So start with the closest.
So yeah.
Let's just go to the nearest building and see what's inside of it.
Okay.
Alrighty,
sure we
well,
can get
who's
ourselves
taking
in.
what part? Because I can certainly. Hey, Rob.
I'm sure we can get in.
Yeah.
You know, either a key underneath a flower pot, or we have the skills to get in without damaging too much.
Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to lock down some graphics really quick that are being. My screen is being really buggy at the moment. Okay, there we go. Finally, I couldn't grab and move the map, so. Okay, so you guys start searching the area. You're gonna search this house here first.
Sure. Looks good.
Okay. As you go in, I want you to do a quick investigation check for me.
Each of us?
Whoever's there. It looks like it's Julian or Gabrion who is over at that house right now.
I just went around from the
Okay.
front gate. I just went around into between the two houses or two structures there to look.
Okay.
Sorry, I
So
can't.
you're gonna kind of peek in through some windows, Julian?
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking a look
Okay.
just to see kind of everything outside before we go in.
Okay, now the windows themselves are kind of cloudy and foggy with wear and weather, so you're gonna make a investigation check at disadvantage.
Oh, all right. Investigation. 24.
24. That is good enough. The interior of the house itself looks like it's fairly undisturbed. There's really no The furniture is all still sitting upright in its, usual place. There's no chairs or anything that have been knocked over or tables overturned. There's some burned out logs in the fireplace with what looks like a stew pot, still holding what was once being cooked in there, though it has kind of gone to rot at this point.
I can't move my piece.
Can't move your piece.
Yeah, I can't get it to click on, so you're gonna have to move me around, and that's okay. Keep on going. Don't mind me.
No, that's disturbing. I gotta make sure that that's fixed.
Well, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's probably user error and not game error, because
Okay.
I can click on me and get the little numbers and shit. I just can't move me.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's user error, because I'm not very bright.
Okay.
That's
then-
not true at all. So,
Well, when it comes to using technology today, anyway, so
Okay. So,
'cause
the
I
house
want to be
itself.
inside.
Yeah, the house itself. It looks pretty much like a museum to how it was just left the moment it was abandoned.
Yeah, so I don't think these people left because they wanted to. Not if they left dinner on the table, for crying in the night.
I'm just gonna go in real quick and just kind of poke around, and
Okay.
just to be clear, we're not seeing cats, dogs. Are we
No.
seeing vermin of any kind?
Yeah, are there,
nothing.
there's
Yeah,
not
there's
even
like no
animals?
living things.
Yeah, well,
There's no
you do see the occasional rat or
nobody's pets, nobody's farm animals, nobody's.
no actual like domestic or livestock, anything like that.
For some reason, I'd really like to go find the blacksmith shop. I can't tell you why. I want to know how long the fire's been out.
You
Okay.
do, Brilla. I'll go with you to the black shit. Smith.
And this isn't something that has to be done right now.
Okay.
Just, when
Just
we pass
eventually.
a blacksmith shop, I want to stop in for some reason. Don't ask me why. That's,
Okay.
the little voices tell me what they want me to know, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, that's about the gist of this building. It looks like it's the only residential building on this side of the street. Everything else looks like possible shops, stores, kind of business-like buildings from this point on.
What's the nearest shop? What, like
The
the
nearest
next building
shop,
over? What is it?
This one right here, it looks like a possible tailor or maybe a clothing store.
Okay.
The
What's
sign
this big long one?
in the middle,
Yeah, that's yes, that one.
that looks like it might be a tavern or an inn.
Okay, that's
Possibly.
where I want to go in. I want to go in there.
Okay. So you go ahead and make your way up there. Are you still not able to move?
And there I am.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of, look around the bushes out front.
There are no actual bushes or greenery, just a small lawn that wraps around the outside. A very dried up well for horses.
Okay.
And then an actual well for water service for possibly for guests. Things like that.
I'm gonna draw some water out of that well
Okay.
and
You-
not drink it.
Okay. Go ahead
Oh,
and
but why not?
do a dexterity check do a strength check to get the crank going.
Oh, because I'm dumb. Sorry.
No,
hang
you're
on.
not.
I remember what I'm doing.
While she's doing it, I'm just gonna mage hand and knock on the door. Pop, pop, pop.
Okay. First and foremost, Stephanie.
So can't do the well.
It's the metal crank on the well barrel.
Is it
the well barrel? It is a little crusty and a little rusted, but you are able to manage to kind of break that seal and get it to crank around. The water itself that comes up, it's not entirely pleasant looking. It looks like it's a little murky, like a little dusty grayish kind of hue to it.
I'm not gonna drink it. But with a poor to Midland investigation, is it just because it's been sitting too long, or has something happened to it?
Let's see. Discovering each of those would probably be a different check for different specialties. I'll have you roll.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Yeah, roll an investigation. For it is possible.
I think I'm way too far away to know. So
with groundwater like this, it is possible that over time it's just become a little brackish.
But that would take some time.
Now, if you want to see if something's been tampered with it or it's been messed with in any way, roll either a medicine or a survival check, whichever one is higher for you.
They are actually the same, so I'm gonna roll a medicine, and that's gonna suck. I don't know anything happened to it, but it's definitely been a while.
if you want to call me over, I can take a look. But otherwise, I'm between buildings.
I could give it a shot for medicine.
Yeah, you really can't tell with that roll.
I will announce to the group that it's not only been a while, but something's happened to the water, but I can't really tell what.
All right.
It's just been here too long. Nobody's gotten anything out of the well.
See, and there should be some kind of life skill thing that dwarves get that the rest of us don't, because he lives underground.
That's true.
Or has lived underground.
And the water
and
gets
knows.
gross.
If somebody else wants to, come look at
Yeah,
this.
he
but
would know
I'm not
more
gonna-
about water.
I don't think anyone
and
should drink
refinement.
this ever.
I'll bust out my alchemist kit and just do a quick test of the water.
What? 22
Well,
didn't do it?
Yeah,
I critted.
Oh, you
And
got lead. You got lead in the water.
yeah, he
it's
Thargus-
liquid is all that Sean knows.
Thargus just got lit on this.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
So Thargus, you're able to kind of give it a sniff, swirl it around, hold it up to the sunlight a little bit. There's definitely something unnatural about the water and its state. You've seen underground wells before, having been a dwarf, and this just isn't kosher even for groundwater. Something or someone somehow has tampered with this well.
That doesn't really bode well.
No.
And with that, I will go ahead and say, let's take our halfway break.
Okay. Thank you so much for wasting so much time at the beginning to help me. I
It's no
really
problem.
appreciate it.
I didn't think it was a waste.
Well, thank you. I felt
I
like
learned
was
good
taking up a
things.
few time. Me too.
I learned nothing.
Oh, I'm sad about that because you might have actually learned some stuff too. It was pretty informative stuff.
Well,
They
I
taught
have
me
no
how to
fortune
fix my
phone
character
calls, so-
sheet. Well, and that's, shit has to happen. Otherwise, it's not life. Okay, I will see you in just a minute.
All right, see you guys in about. Go ahead and take 10 minutes if you need it. If not,
Okay.
I'll see you guys back in 5.
Okay.
I used to be kinda sane. I used to act kinda normal. I couldn't complain. Now it's never the same. myself picking pieces of my scattered brain. Look what you've done to me, my insanity. Oh baby, hey, I wish that I was a madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you. If I was only a fool, or if I was a man who could act kinda cool, maybe I could erase the moment you walked in and when I saw your face. 'Cause look what you have done to me, I'm losing it completely. I wish that I was a madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you. I don't know how you pull it off. I feel the world stop moving, and when I look at you, I'm lost. I wish that I was a madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you. I wish that I was a madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you. I used to be kinda sane, I used to act kinda normal, I couldn't complain. Now it's never the same. I find myself picking pieces of my scattered brain. Look what you've done to me, my insanity. Oh baby, hey, I wish that I was a madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you. If I was
June
only a
15th. I'm supposed to be getting her
Or if I was a
yours
man who could act
and
kinda cool,
Corbin's mailing
maybe I
addresses.
could erase
Getting
the moment you
that.
walked in and when I saw
Go
your
back to her
face.
picture.
Look what you
Because yeah, she at least wanted to
I'm
have me.
losing it completely.
My mom
I
has.
wish that I was a
Are we being recorded?
madman, so that maybe I wouldn't fall for you, because you make me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you.
see what there is for time around something. Because if the wedding is Saturday, then probably after it, at least for a little while, Kelly and Jason might disappear. And so we can see what we've got for that. But yeah, I'll have to just kind of try and figure out what the meeting is like. Because it's almost like I only get to go for the wedding and come out. Yeah, last time, because we were in Arvada, we met up with Rob and Cindy. That was the only people we got to see. I don't think that we saw you on our note because we flew. So we saw you the time before we flew. We saw you. But yeah, it's just well, and I told you. Dig through Facebook messages and actually filters before we got them.
I'll
I don't know the stars. I told you I wouldn't have so many comprehending what I was reading on Joanne's website. I could just this time we'll have migraines for the first few weeks because the sleep stuff is completely bad. And when we put it back on, it feels my body adjusted so hard to but going back makes everything weird. And so it's almost like going back 2 hours instead of 1. I can sleep till 8 or 9 in the morning. It's just a mess.
This is never a good month for me.
Yeah.
For various reasons, and so I've just been kind of.
Okay, I'm back.
I've been messed up all month, so I hear you. I feel you. I'll.
Well, we mentioned you in Sideways, Rob, because I'm going to be in town for at least June 15th for Kelly's wedding. And I'm not sure what's going to happen around it.
Oh, Kelly's getting married?
Yeah, she's marrying the guy that she's actually been with him since they were at Red Rocks together, so almost 10 years now. But they finally decided that they would actually make it official. So
good for them.
Yeah, but I want to say it's 8 or 9 years, but it's close enough to a decade that is pretty impressive just as a dating couple.
No, that's
Well,
that
Tell her
beats me all to hell and
congratulations
back.
for me.
Oh, for sure. What Stephanie wanted to know is if there was a way that at least the people lived in Denver, that we could get together for something. And I
It's not
don't
gonna
know how much time we'll have, so we'll just have to find out. Because if we're free Friday night, we might be able to kidnap you guys and at least go have a drink somewhere or something. But we'll have to find out because Saturday, it looks like we're arriving Friday and leaving Sunday.
So that's
And if
just
that's
not
the
gonna happen.
case, it's just too tight. But we'll
Yeah.
find out.
That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
I think. I think.
At least it's a
We're
wedding,
all
not a
back.
funeral this time.
Hey,
Well, I don't
that's
know
all-
if Robert even left. Is Robert here?
He was here.
He may have us muted. I'm not hearing him answer. And I think Sean was around somewhere.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
I'm still here. Yep.
Yeah, he had answered. Hello.
Hello.
I'm not hearing Robert yet, so
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll wait another few minutes or so.
Yeah. Well, I did the potty thing, ran and smoked thing. I think I'm the only one in this group that does that anymore, so that has to leave anyway to do that.
I still
smoke
vape
as
once
we're
in a
doing.
while, but
I have to find a vape that I trust. Every time I find a new brand, somebody tells me that they're unsafe and have exploded on people, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I'll just take my chances with nicotine, thanks.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just tired. No reason why. Perhaps I needed that face hugger CPAP last night and didn't know it. It's got to be one of the cleverest things I've seen in a long time.
It's cute.
Have you guys seen the message from Arnold Schwarzenegger? The anti-Nazi thing?
No.
I haven't yet, but I am interested.
It's actually a really pointed, there is no place for this anywhere. You can't say that you love your neighbor and that you are a bigot. It's not possible. There's no two messages. It's a really good.
I will have to look it up because that's I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that he's finally come out and kind of said something. 'Cause he's pretty
Considering where
he's
he's from, and he's
pretty conservative and
Yeah.
still manages to have a heartfelt and loving message for everybody. You know, I mean,
yeah,
he's definitely appropriately landed in California
Yeah.
yeah.
true that.
because he's conservative and also.
What gets me is how California can keep electing such conservative government leaders. You know, it blows
Yeah.
my mind.
Well, because conservatism, and this is the proof that I keep using. I realize we don't need to get political, but I'm going to get political. This is why I don't just drop all of my friends who don't have my political beliefs, because our politics aren't actually what make us human.
Yeah.
You know, he's perfectly
They're
capable of
frequently
being
what make
very
us not
conservative
human.
and very. They can. He's perfectly capable of being very conservative and having a very family-oriented and very, like I said, conservative is the only word I can come up with. But and still also loving his neighbor and not believing that conservatism eliminates Mexicans, or you know, he's capable of having family values and not eliminating
not
an entire half
Yeah.
the country. And
Well-
if he can do it, so can everyone, which means that this other shit is not politics.
Well,
It's kind of
hate.
funny. Not too long ago, within our lifetimes, you know, Republicans were fiscal Republicans. You know, that
Uh-huh.
was,
Yeah.
you know, not a lot of them weren't really awesome ideas, but they weren't rooted in some of the kind of uglier sides of what we're seeing right now in the GOP.
And I don't think that that has anything to do with the GOP or Republican. I think it has to do with other values that have nothing to do with their politics.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
agree with that.
I don't go through my entire feed and say, oh, they voted Republican, get rid of them. You know, I'm trying really hard to stay open-minded because that doesn't have to do with who we are as people.
That's
It
true.
really doesn't.
And as someone who frequently, seriously, with no with sarcasm, but with no irony or satire, referred to W as the Antichrist and still refer to him as the Antichrist, I never thought I would see a day that I was actually
Missing him?
nostalgic for the days of W's rule. Honest to Christ, he would be a better choice right now.
I don't know. I really feel like all of this is made up by the news, and I don't know how we get away from it.
I don't know how we get away from it, but
Yeah.
but let's recognize that Schwarzenegger did grow up in a place where the result of of bigotry
Of Nazi
and white
Germany, yeah.
supremacy were a
Profound.
lot more apparent
Yeah.
than they are
Yeah.
to us in this country. You know, my grandfathers fought in World War II, but they didn't live in a place. I didn't grow up in a place that suffered the consequences of
As directly,
World War II,
yeah.
the way that all of Europe suffered those consequences.
Yeah.
And so if the dude is saying this is a bad idea, maybe he's speaking from a place of better experience than
Me.
yeah,
Than
me,
my
for sure.
middle class white
than my grandfather's coming home and saying that really sucked,
No.
or not talking about it at all, or dying of alcoholism, depending on which grandfather we're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah. Plus, I just really think that white supremacy sucks and shouldn't be
Yeah.
tolerated. But that's me, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, knock wood, none of my friends seem to suffer that particular ailment.
Yeah.
So at least I don't have that to face head on and say something nasty to. Because we all know I would. It would pop out of me before I thought about it.
I have unfollowed quite a lot of friends and relatives for being intolerant
Yeah, I lost Kirk
shitheads.
Debris. Over that
All right,
kind
do
of
we have
crap.
Robert back yet?
Robert? Still no. No.
Dude, where is that boy?
I don't know. Did he get a phone call? He was on a phone
He
call.
might have. He had an important call before, so maybe I guess we continue without him and just
Yeah.
Just drag him along. And,
it sort of sucks. Yeah, we'll drag the poor dwarf
Pick him
along.
up and hit something. with-
Can I build that thing yet? Remember I shared it on Facebook? Can I build that yet? And we'll just pretend he jumped up on my shoulders and I'm walking. I'm not sure the mage is the best choice for that. You saw it, didn't you, Rob?
Ooh, Master Blaster.
The halfling backpack.
Yeah, it's just basically a rod, like a step ladder attached to a body, to a belt that you attach to your chest, like a piece of armor, so that they can stand on your back and still fire over your head safely.
Yeah, it's a firing.
Yeah, the halfling. I think it was the halfling backpack or something.
It's a firing platform for your halfling.
But yeah, I'm not sure the mage is the best person to be carrying the torch. He's got a lot of armor. All right, so I was just going down between these two buildings to have a look in the windows before I move around to the door. Am I seeing anything? Or does it look like I have better luck joining the group?
That's another thing. If the windows are so dirty that you can't see in them, it's definitely been a while since anyone's been here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you talking
And the
about this
dwarf has
building here?
confirmed that some shit has happened.
I was
in the
up near
water.
the front, yeah, and so I'm just like I said, I'm between the first two structures
Okay.
on that side of the road, and I was just looking around, just kind of trying to get a look.
Yeah. Roll a
I
perception
can't
check
see
with
in-
disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage, so roll twice, take the lowest.
Or just set your card for advantage or for disadvantage.
Great. Great. I'm fine.
Oh wow. You rolled both extremes.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, well, I
Yikes.
literally
thought
did.
you
Did
saw
you
something,
see that?
but you didn't.
Because I have a +4. So look, a natural 1 and a natural 20.
So split the difference and call it a 10.
Nope.
Oh.
No, I get the 5. That's what I got. I see
Yeah.
nothing.
The
In other words, the window hit you in the eye.
Yeah, I bonked my face on the glass trying to see through it.
well, yeah. As you kind of try and press your face against the window to try and see through this cloudy muck, a good amount of it kind of rubs off on your nose and your cheek.
Great.
So yeah.
Some healing for that.
Let's see. Yeah, that is that. Okay, yeah, you see nothing.
Yep, I'm leaving because I see nothing. I'm headed over to where I was hearing our friend telling us that there's bad stuff with the water.
Yeah.
Go
the
see
water
what
is
the-
bad. The water is very bad. Okay, so it's conceivable that maybe they took themselves out of town and were escorted out of town because something happened to the water, but That seems pretty hopeful, and I'm not gonna really go with that as a serious idea. I'm thinking
Yeah.
some shit went down, and we need to find out what was the shit that went down.
Yeah, but with no sign, no actual visible sign.
Yeah.
How about I go in the building that you guys are at, so that I'm not entering a structure alone?
Yeah.
Have we been into the building besides Gordon?
No, nobody's been
nope.
inside at all.
Okay, so while you guys are at least within shouting distance, I'm gonna go ahead and go in while you guys find out what's going on with the
I'll go with.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, because 2 of us are looking into the well and 3 of us are going into the building.
I'm going in the building.
Now the
All
door
right,
to
we
the
all go-
building
Kazira
itself
is leaving
up
the well.
here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought this space here too. But here we go.
All right, stick
Okay.
up on the door.
So, as you enter the door, are you just gonna open it up?
Yeah, I can't think of
It's
any
unlocked.
sneakier way to do it. Yeah, my presumption is that it's unlocked because the town is abandoned.
Okay, so you open
when
the
I reach up-
door
Yep.
and come face to face with what looks like something out of Rick Grimes' Worst Nightmares.
Oh shit! Fuck!
yeah,
and it-
all right.
Tumbles right into you.
I am.
What did the
so
Walking
attacking
Dead
that
teach
shit.
us about entering buildings?
We put a few bullet holes through
Oh.
the door and then walk in. No, wait,
knock
no,
on
that's
the
not
door
it.
first to get something's attention.
Oh,
and
see,
then
I
walk in.
I was knocking on the door with my magic hand.
All right, so
They can't
All
open
right,
the door,
initiative.
apparently.
1 sec.
All right.
We need to roll,
This one
I
is
have an
going to
immediate
lay.
response. So
This one's gonna lay a quick surprise attack on Julian.
No.
all right, now my animate dead. How
got
does it
lucky.
work on?
You got so lucky.
Spell creates an undead
Um,
servant, pile of bones, target.
Can you animate something that's already animated?
That's what I'm trying to read because it looks like I can only animate what is unanimated, but
Hey,
I can animate.
technically
Yeah, it just
it's
this
undead.
creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or humanoid or corpse. And I think if it's already animate, I can't do that. So,
So what you're saying is we
doesn't say
have
I
to
can.
de-animate this and then you can animate this.
well, no, it doesn't say that I can't. Rob,
Put it in
is
the
a zombie a corpse?
put it in the chat. Let me see it.
So I just click the. If I
Click the
click it, is
spell.
it gonna try and cast it?
You control how many if you expend a slot or not, so you can put it in there and you can click it. Yeah.
Oh, it's asking me if I want to cast it at a higher level. It says if choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. So the question is it a corpse?
Raising it as an undead. Okay, here's where the wording comes in. Your spell imbues the target with foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. This is already raised.
Yeah.
So we just
Oh.
have to lower it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
I
have
and
just
then
to.
I
need
can-
to turn.
Yeah,
the
any dead
undead.
shit we find I can bring up. But yeah. All right, then. Well, my instinct is different. So his first instinct, because it touched him, was to shocking grasp it because it's touching him.
Now, first off, as it comes barreling through the door, it does attack you. And it hits with a 13, doing 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
That misses, all right.
No, a 13 hits.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Your armor class is 11 right now, if I'm reading that right.
Yep, it is 11. Seems like the other one was higher, but I matched them, so. All right, so yeah, I think my first. Okay, and mage armor is giving me what? Hold on, I have to go back to my spells. Mage armor is giving me. Apparently, no. There we go. My mage armor is giving me.
Oh, yeah, you can do this in instant, right?
Well, no, I have it, but
Oh.
it's target's base armor class becomes 13 and its dex modifier. So do I have to cast it for it to be showing?
Now, before you cast anything, now we need to roll initiative.
I already did.
Okay, the point is that I always have my mage armor on. But is it not showing because I didn't click the button when we started playing?
Yeah, you kind of have to announce it. That your
Okay.
mage
Well, no,
armor
I
is
just
on it.
have to actually cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll roll initiative. I have to click on me. Right? And then go to initiative. And initiative. Oh, great. Well, while I stand around here playing with my robes. All right.
Oh, I gotta get these out of here.
Oh, do we have still a whole bunch of extras?
Or do I need to roll for Soda Dragon, or does Draglink go with me?
Yeah, roll for your pseudo dragon.
Gabrin
no,
has to
No,
Warden.
it's a familiar, so it shares actions with you.
Okay.
So, okay, and then I will roll Thargus's initiative. If I can find his character sheet. There it is.
You don't have enough on your desk, Rob.
You know, I could always have more.
Yes, you could.
Okay, so let's get this all squared away. Okay, so, first up is Gabrian.
All right. I am going to. I can just kind of let off a surprise shriek, and give it both barrels of the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll Eldritch Blast.
All right. It should take.
21 is a hit.
All right. Sweet. And is that right?
Sorry, I
What
didn't mean to
D10?
put that in chat.
Oh, it only did 1 die of damage. Equals. That's weird. Why is it not? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I also need to. Yeah, I need to mark this as a cantrip one as well. Cantrip dice. 1d10. Okay. Do you want me to recast that or just roll the
Just
damage a
roll-
second time?
Just roll the another d10.
Okay. All right. So he takes a total of 32 points of damage. Or wait.
It looks like
Oh
you
no.
rolled-
Okay, no. Do the 21. I'm sorry. Do the 21.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, that's 2d10
Yeah.
right there. Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, 21 points of damage.
So I let out this high-pitched shriek and just pop it right in the head. And ugh. Actually, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I can't even step away.
No, we're in that narrow little space. All right.
All right, that's my action.
All right. Oh, well, and I'm next, even with just a 10. Well, that's convenient. All right, so then, oh, it should be on my core on the front, right? It should be, yes. Oh. Okay. I clicked it. It's just taking its own sweet time. And it apparently didn't hit, even though it's by touch. And I had my hand
Well,
on it.
11
I think
is...
touch attack is just against Dex, so whatever their, I think it's the same as no, it's not surprise.
Well, 11 is still a hit.
Okay.
Click
All
on
right,
it.
so
flick
then,
through it to
yep,
do the
I'm-
damage.
I did. Believe it or not, it's been clicked. It's just not. There you go.
There we go.
My computer's very slow today.
All right, and with your inflict wounds.
Ah.
Now is that
So
necromantic damage? Yeah. Okay.
it is, and it's I can tell you. Sorry, I was trying to answer a question, and then it's 3d10. So the 12, it should be all of it.
Okay, so
I got a 6 + 1 + 5.
I just need to do one thing real quick. Let's- Come on. All right. And with that, it topples over into a rotting heap.
Oh, I know better. I pump a few more into it while I was laying there. I've been to this rodeo.
I was actually going to raise it so that it can go into the house ahead of us.
And I'm like, pow, 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 pow. And you're just like,
Exactly.
It's like, oh no, I know this shit.
and you're now if Jules does like put his hand on mine and lower, just like stop, I'll stop. But...
Okay, now as that thing topples, Sean or Gabrian, that clears the view a little bit, and you see a second one in the doorway.
Behind it.
Was kind of next to it, being blocked by the by it standing in the doorway.
Okay. I yelled, "There's another one!"
Yeah,
Oh, where there's one, there's always more.
How does this work? All right, I'm going to attempt something because of my abilities, but I have to wait for my turn. So go ahead, Sean.
Targus is next.
I suspect many.
No, I'm next.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, 9. Sorry.
I don't know how to make it do it, but I have turn undead, being a cleric, and undead are my most favorite enemy at the moment.
Ooh, right on. Oh, now we know why you wanted to go see the undead.
Mhm.
Hey, I had ulterior motives. I just don't know how to make it how to make that an action. Because I don't know what I do.
Good question. How do you do turn undeads in this edition?
I don't see it on my spell list, but it's an innate ability, so I don't know what.
So it's a channeling, and how do channels work? Creating cleric.
Let's see.
Channel divinity is
let's see.
So they make a DC check.
Yeah. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails this throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until they take damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. So it's basically like fear, like the
Run
fear
away.
spell
Yeah.
for undead.
So how do I do it in?
I think it's a
mechanics of
permanent
the
aura
game?
on you.
Now, as a 5th
It
level
sounds
cleric,
like it's a permanent aura.
you also
aura.
have destroy undead.
Yes. So if it
Ooh.
fails its saving throw, it's immediately destroyed.
Yeah, starting at 5th level.
So do I just click on destroy undead, because that doesn't seem to work?
This is kind of a side of. It's not a separate ability. It's more of a side effect of your turn undead. where normally they would have to make a saving throw to run away. If they fail their saving throw, they're destroyed. It's based
Okay.
on your level compared to the CR of the target.
So it's
Oh,
not
gonna be
actually an
freaking
attack.
awesome running with both of
Yeah.
us in the same party.
Okay.
So
So what button do I push?
you wouldn't have to push anything. Just declare
Yeah, it's
that
like
you're
a
doing
permanent
it.
aura.
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to turn undead in a 30-foot radius of me standing in the freaking doorway.
Now that's where positioning is a little tricky. Is it? Where did it go? Channel divinity. Each undead that can see or hear you. These, because of your positioning, this guy in the building can't hear or see you. You would have to maneuver somewhere into this vicinity.
Into what vicinity?
Right in here somewhere.
In front of me.
Okay.
Like right in here or inside the building.
Oh, okay. So I'm standing behind Jules Julian, and that's not close enough. So
Okay,
I can,
yeah, if you're
I can
standing,
move 5. If I can move 5 feet forward and
Yeah.
stand on top of the already undead dead guy,
Right.
undead guy, the destroyed undead guy.
Redeaded.
Redid
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I'm standing on top of the re-dead dude because he's most certainly in pieces now, and
Okay. So as you step into the building and your eyes adjust to the darkness, that's when you notice this.
Ooh,
undead. Of course, there's more undead.
lots of dead.
Are they
deads.
within 30 feet of me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
In a
And they're
loud-
not willfully that way, so they're moving away.
in a loud, commanding voice. Thou shalt be at rest, or whatever.
Okay, so
Kindly fuck off.
Peaceful rest for all the dead. Bring out your dead, clang clang. Bring out your dead, clang clang. Wheelbarrow.
let's see. So this guy will make Constitution saving or Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
What's
they
your
have to-
spell DC?
Oh, sure. Right up here, shouldn't it?
It's right on the top of your spell sheet.
Oh, because I'm on the page. That's why. My spell. Oh, that's my save. Attack.
It's 14.
Oh, okay. Spell save is DC 14. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Look, and there's my page again. Okay. They have to beat a 14, and if they don't beat a 14, they rest.
Well, it depends on
Well-
their
Level or
on
challenge
their
rating.
challenge rating.
Oh.
So Wisdom for this guy. He rolls a 14. Wisdom for the guy next to you. He rolls a 16. The guy and the 2 in the backside. One rolls a 5. The other rolls a natural 1. All right, so
Okay,
now
so two are turned and 2 aren't, or 2 are destroyed and 2 aren't turned.
1 sec. Now I'm gonna do all these guys at once. Now this guy, Wisdom saving throw. 2. Okay, so let's see, and then where is it? This guy over here. Natural 20. All right. So
I see he's not turned.
this guy, and this guy all succeed on their saving throws. Now, I gotta look up the challenge ratings. Destroy undead. Okay. You are at the 8th level power of this, so challenge rating 1 or lower gets destroyed.
Oh, that was an accident. Sorry.
Okay, so this guy literally turns to ashes. I'm not going to even X him out. He's just gone. And this guy turns to ashes. I'm not even going to X him out. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
And this is what you are left with.
Now,
Oh, now this guy, while he's not destroyed, he will be fleeing from you. Quite expeditiously.
so I'm left with just the dude smack in front of me.
Yes.
And so there's one guy fleeing and one guy in the corner who's not turned, and the guy right next to me who's not turned.
Yes.
Right.
You
Okay.
destroyed 2, turned 1.
And so there's two undead left. Now, I already so that was my action, was to attempt a turning. And if I leave the immediate area, I'm going to give him an attack of opportunity, correct?
Yes.
But I can't take another action to defend myself at this point.
Yeah, you've already used your action to turn.
Okay.
So,
So I'm just going to hope that Julian can get in the door around me to do something about the undead dude, because I can't move.
Well, if they're turned, they don't have
Well, she
reaction,
has-
so you can.
Yeah,
actually
they're
move
attempting
away.
to be further. They're attempting to be outside of 30 yards from you. They are not attempting to get you. They are attempting to get away from you.
Well,
So
just that
That's
one
what I
guy.
understood
The other
as
two, the other two aren't trying to get away from me because I didn't turn them and I failed miserably at commanding them.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read it because I understood it different the way they said it. Okay, so meanwhile,
I'm just gonna risk that he's gonna fail to attack me well if I step out of the doorway. So I'm gonna take a 5-foot movement this direction to clear the doorway for someone else to come in. And I'll just take the lumps if he hits me.
which he most certainly will.
Yeah.
And that will come in the form of
all right, Thargus.
a swing and a miss.
Friend, are you kidding? Oh my God,
Right on.
it's like Sean's campaign all over again. They're undead, and we just fucking fail to do anything.
Okay, so
We're like,
Thargus.
oh, kill us, undead!
In the meantime, Draglink. I don't know what Draglink might be immune to or not, but I have a feeling that Draglink will want to take a chunk out of something. Because,
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gordon may also be having a small panic attack.
yeah, so
Well, because he's reading from you. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
I think
Okay,
Draglink will want to chase down the one that's running away from me.
Okay.
Draglink is
That makes good
Where's
sense. Yeah.
Draglink?
Draglink's gonna run after the one that's running.
So Draglink comes soaring in. Now, because you already made, this would be your bonus action, is for having him attack. So, roll Draglink's attack really quick.
But am I not on the right page to I'm clicking, but that's not clickable. Dragling wants to sting some shit.
Okay.
Oh, Dragling has limited telepathy. I didn't realize that before.
So he's gonna sting.
Yeah. It's a +4 to hit. Reach of 5 feet. Hit die 4. 4 plus 2.
10 is a hit. So that's 3 piercing. Okay. Okay, and okay. Let's see. Thargus comes rolling in. Rolls a 16, which hits. Roll damage on the longsword, Thargus. So that's 11 points of damage.
Can you guys hear me again?
There it
Yay,
is.
hello.
Sorry, I'm getting important phone calls that are dealing
That's
with a
okay,
lot
we
of stuff,
thought-
especially with my show. So
We thought it was important.
they've been business calls.
Okay, so Thargus strolls in and takes a huge whack out of this zombie here. Go ahead and take your second attack. And 14 is a hit. Roll damage. And 12 damage. All right. It's teetering, but it's still on its feet.
Excuse me, sorry.
Next on the block, the zombies. This guy, I'm just gonna kind of get him out of the way for now because he's just mucking things up.
Yeah, I saw he was dead, so I just walked in.
Then, he is going to slam into you, Thargus,
Yawn.
and roll
Yawn.
roll an 11. This guy is going to stroll up on you, Kazira, and roll a 22.
Oh, I forgot to say, on the guy who swung at me,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll the damage on that. And wow, 14 damage on a riposte. 15. Okay. Oh wait. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, spend one superiority die to make a melee attack against the creature. If you hit, okay, so you do 1 additional damage. All right. Okay.
wait, no, I still do a melee attack. Wouldn't that my sword be a melee attack?
No, you expend 1 superiority die to make a melee attack against the creature. If you hit, you add the superiority die to the attack damage. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So 14, 15.
I was like, that's a pretty pathetic
The
hit.
wording is a little convoluted there.
That's exactly what it says in the book.
Okay, so he goes kaput. He is done for. And now back to this one who scored the 22 on you, Kazira. That is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I was a bit worried until I heard that.
Now I get to add these guys into the initiative now that we're at the top of the round. And they both rolled the exact same number. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, it's
All
like Sean's campaign all over again. We see
And
zombies and it just all goes to hell.
and they beat you out, Gabrian.
Oh,
The
dear.
dice are scared.
Oh, why are they so fast?
This guy is going to creep up on Thargus.
Yes!
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Thargus.
That might be a problem. Alrighty.
Oh, I wish I'd read this earlier. Though it didn't matter anyway, but... This guy has immunity to turn undead.
What?
So, never mind. Go ahead and wisdom 16.
That's unnatural and wrong.
All right, you had just barely made it. You feel the
Yeah! I
this
am so
this
smart as MRT.
this black shadowy cloaked figure that seems to almost hover over the ground. Two distant kind of yellowish orange pinpoints of light flare within its hood, and you feel this wave kind of begin to lock the muscles in your body. But you just take a deep breath and focus your resolve and shake it off.
Shake it up. Shake it up. baby.
And
Sorry.
then oh, whoops.
Says musicals don't happen in real life.
We've had 3 or 4 moments just today.
One attack is a 24, the other is a 15. Okay, so the first attack deals 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yike.
And the other one misses. So, that's its turn. Next up is... Well, I got him reversed, but it doesn't matter. Next up is this guy. Now, how long are they turned for?
And what was it? A minute?
For 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Okay, so because Draglink poked it, it's no longer turned. So it is going to shamble 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Roll a quick attack of opportunity for Draglink.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just clicked it in chat, and it
Did it
didn't do
go
what I thought
finally?
it was going to do.
Well, it rolled damage, but it didn't roll an attack.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
there. Oh, nope. Still the same. Okay, just ignore that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
let's see. Do you want him to sting or bite?
Sting.
Sting.
It doesn't want to get any of that ick on its tongue.
21. That's a hit.
She's
So-
kind of you know, icky. No bitey bitey.
6 points. But he doesn't seem to be affected by the poison.
No, I don't think she's going for poison so much as just, you know,
Yeah.
rah, yeah. On
Now
it.
Draglink can't move yet because it's not
Oh.
your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She
I
moves
thought
on.
because
She
it
moves
was-
on your
Oh,
turn.
that was just as it was
Yeah.
moving out of her realm of reality. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So, what is the range on this? It does not say. Oh. Okay, melee weapon attack. Okay. So that guy is now done. Yeah. Okay. That guy is done. So next up is Gabrian.
All
Hey,
right.
it's almost my
um,
turn.
So, what kind of check would it be to identify these things?
I'd say, do a religion check.
Ugh, I suck at those.
Since it's my favorite enemy, can I do a help on that?
Yeah, you could lend him an assistance.
Do you want me to roll?
No, it'll just give him advantage.
Oh,
Okay. Then a 15 and okay, so 15.
15. You are able to identify these two, or these kind of fragile-looking ones, as zombies.
Uh-huh.
You're fairly certain this is either maybe a what is it called? A white or but you have no clue what this dark cloaked thing is.
All
That
right.
is well outside your wheelhouse.
Okay. Shit. I am going to. And was I aware of the effect it was having on Thargus?
No.
Okay. All right. You know what though? I have never gotten a chance to fire off a Ring of the Ram into a target, so I'm gonna put all 3 charges into the figure in black if I have an angle on him.
You would probably get Thargus and maybe
Oh.
Julian in the blast.
Okay, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Then I will.
I'm not worried.
Well, then I am going to do a. Where is it? It is bonfire.
There's actually
Alright,
a spell
so-
called Bonfire.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
I am going to ignite a bonfire underneath the figure in black.
Is it centered on him or is it
It is centered on him.
the magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube? So yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
DC 16 dexterity save. So he rolls a 17.
So he can stay and doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
But as long as I maintain that spell, he will continue to take damage or saves while he's in that square.
Okay. Okay.
And that will be that's my action.
Cool. Next
Alright,
up
yeah.
is Julian.
Aw. It's actually Jules, but we don't have a separate icon for him as Jules, just so that you remember.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Well, I do have a separate icon for
do. I can honestly keep them separated if you can.
him. Okay.
Do. And well, I know what I was gonna do. So I think I'm just gonna stick to what I was going to do. All right, so this guy that's right in front of Kazira, he has a little bit of ringing in his head
This guy
when it
right
gets
here.
there. Yeah, and it's been clicked. It's just we're waiting. There you go.
Now he is a zombie, so
I would guess he's injured.
oh yeah. Or no, he's still fresh. He hasn't been touched
But-
yet.
He's a zombie.
Well, he is a
was
zombie
just
of
being a
full
jerk.
health for a zombie.
Right.
I just need to make sure he's not immune or resistant to any particular things. Nope. Looks like Toll the
Probably, yeah.
Dead will work. So he takes 8 necrotic. Oh, but he gets a wisdom save, which, with a wisdom of modifier of -2, not gonna be very. Oh, he rolls
Ooh.
a 17. Oh wow.
What?
I'm telling you, it's just like we're starting your
Okay,
thing over
so,
again here, Sean.
Oh, that's
we'll
awesome.
just
Oh my god.
we'll just
This is now you're experiencing it from the other side.
we'll
Yeah.
just hit +8 there, and
Wait, he's actually it healed him?
no, I took the damage away before,
Oh, got
Um,
it. Okay.
and yeah, so I had to put it back because
I was
of the
getting a little
save.
worried there. It's like, uh-oh. Okay.
But okay, yeah. So, anything else you want to try and do?
Well, I had another spell, but I have to actually wait, I think.
Oh, and just so you guys know, this from the outside is actually just a chimney, but from the interior, it sits above what looks like
a hearth.
a big round central fire pit
So it's
with
a
a spit.
it's a solid object. We can't.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do actually have a question for you.
What's that?
I have to link it like I'm casting it, I think. So hold on.
Well, as long as you just declare it's for example purposes, I'm not going to hold it to your spell slot.
Well, I want to find out whether these are reanimated or whether they were turned. Like, I'm trying to figure out if this is a disease or if this is the work of a necromancer. And the only way
Oh.
I know to do that is to detect magic.
Well, I'll also let you do an Arcana if you want.
All right, so I'll do the Arcana check because I've got a dead one right in front of me, and I know what it looks like when I res them. So, so we'll do an Arcana, and I pushed it. We're just waiting.
Okay, 16. These are definitely freshly raised.
So they were
by
raised
magic.
by someone.
Yeah.
They are
Um,
not disease.
Well, not freshly, but yeah, they were raised.
They're not naturally occurring free range disease results.
Someone,
No, these-
This is
someone is
somebody
These
raised.
are
Someone
not
is
organic
directing them.
zombies.
someone is
Okay.
directing them, and
I'm gonna say out loud to the other casters, dispel magic.
Ooh. Crap, I don't know if
And-
I memorized that.
With that, I have to run away for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I'll be right
So
back.
next up,
Damn it.
Kazira.
I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing as usual. I can detect. I can command. I can detect. I could have detected poison on the water.
How do you do this? Are we eating in or out?
It.
Just checking.
hmm,
Not gonna go out at 4 o'clock.
if I do a prayer of healing, will that have the opposite effect on the undead? And will
prayer?
Prayer of healing. Does the spell itself actually say? Link it into the chat really quick.
I'm trying.
Well, and I just threw it in my gun. So here, I'll leave it. Well,
Sorry, my page is doing something weird. I apologize. Detect. Healing. I'm just going to put healing word in the chat.
Yeah.
It's not a spell that I'm doing.
Understood.
I am coming back. Hang on.
Oh, that didn't help, did it? Oh, here we go. It says, come on, Paige, don't be a pain in my ass. It just says regains hit points. It does not say that it will do the opposite. So, no, that's not
sorry.
going to work. So ignore that.
Dispel magic does not work.
No,
Yeah,
I was trying
I know
healing
in,
word because I don't
previous-
apparently have dispel magic.
I know in previous editions, yeah, this spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
All right.
What, dispel magic?
Ignore
Or
that
hers.
I put the healing word in there then.
I know healing in previous editions caused damage to undead.
Right, that was what I was thinking,
But,
but you know,
Yeah.
my +5 edition is packed in God knows what box and where the fuck. I do have Speak with Dead, but I don't really care about speaking with them right now, so to hell with all of that.
Yeah.
And wrong page. Okay, so there's an undead dude right smack in front of me, right?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
He's like right there, touchable. You can probably smell him.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna hit him. I'm just gonna dagger him because why the hell not at this point?
Why the hell not?
And since we've already established that I can't turn the motherfucker, and I'm not close
that guy
enough.
you can. It's this guy it's these two who are immune to turning.
Okay,
Or no,
then
this one that's immune
okay,
to turning.
then I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try to turn again. And that was. I want to just click on no. I want to click on Channel Divinity. Is that what I did before?
Yes, Channel Divinity allows you to turn.
Undead. Okay, so I will click on that, and I will.
How many of those do you get a day?
Yeah, Channel Divinity is one of those per day kind of things.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I have to look it up. I thought that this was a thing that priests just did. Like,
It used to be. It used to be a special innate ability. The turn. I'm really pissed with how how Wizards has changed the turn undead thing for clerics.
Come on. Sorry, not you. The stupid page is fucking stupid.
Let's see.
Okay, it does not say. Oh, maybe it's further down. Nope. It does not say. It is not telling me how many times a day I can do it.
1 sec.
Okay.
Okay. Opening up my player's handbook. Because I know I've read this before. When I was creating Thorhelm in Shatterlight.
Oh, how many times per day you can do it?
Yeah. I can't remember if it's just once per day or if it's based on your level.
Oh no, I think you do it multiple times. I just try to remember. Hold on. Divine Domain, Domain spells, Channel Divinity.
Okay, we're just gonna default to dagger. To hell with it. No, I'm a one-trick pony.
Okay, beginning at level 6, you can use Channel Divinity twice between rests. At beginning of 18th, you use it 3 times between rests. So 2 times between rests.
So you get it twice per day.
Oh,
Okay.
what rests?
Yeah.
So if you have a short rest, you get 2 of them back.
Well, I will reserve that for later, and I'll just dagger the bastard.
Okay. So dagger.
Diggy.
19
Right
and
on.
19. Both hit.
Now it's her turn.
So 14 points of damage. He's still kicking, but now he's hurt.
Good. Super.
Okay, so
And Draglink is just going to try to
No.
catch up.
okay,
Draglink's just gonna hover over here,
okay,
sort of, and hiss and spit.
cool. Next up is Sargus.
I'm gonna hit Numbnut there.
Okay.
With this.
Trip attack. All right. Strength saving throw. And it rolled. Come on, hurry it up. A 16.
Sorry, I got bounced off again.
What's your
shit.
superiority DC?
I gotta figure out where that is. I haven't used trip attack in a while.
It should be at the top of of the spell section of your character sheet.
Where it says strength.
No, click on the part of your character sheet that says spells.
I have a blank page.
Yeah. Your spells will be blank. But wait, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Okay. So it's your what it would be? It's your strength plus 10 or your strength modifier plus 8 plus your proficiency bonus. So 4 plus 9 plus 8 or no,
I'm
4
already
plus
at
5 is
21.
9 plus 8 is 17. So it fails. Just note somewhere on there that your superiority DC is 17. Just note that somewhere. Target is prone. Good God.
What
What's that?
was my phone? My sister sent me something where some guy is barking at his dog. I wasn't
Okay.
expecting it to have sound.
Those undead are really kind of frightening sounding.
Aggressive?
Let the dogs out. Oof.
So he is prone.
Uh-oh.
Second attack.
Well, I have to do the actual attack.
You know Alex will be home probably between 6 and 7.
You can have whatever you choose.
8.
Yes.
Oh, 18 hit. So,
I do 8 slashing, 3 support, superiority.
Okay.
So, that is 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Okay. And he is prone. Second attack. (21) is a hit. Roll damage on the longsword. So that's 11 points of damage.
What's the 11 plus 8?
That's because it also rolled a natural 20 in the advantage column. But because you're not rolling with... Or wait, no, he's prone. You are rolling with advantage.
Wait, so I got a crit.
You got a crit.
Nice.
So 11 times 2 is 22. So chalk another 11 off of there. All right.
Oh, he doesn't get anything else.
Good job.
Uh,
Next up is the zombie.
and what is the 11 plus 8?
Well, because Roll20, I use a house rule for crits. The normal rules say you roll the dice twice. I say my house rule is you roll the damage dice once and double it. But because I can't put that into this anyhow, or anyway, it just rolls the dice twice instead of doubling the damage. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So yeah.
As long as there's extra damage, it's all good, yeah?
So I just
Yes.
take the
No. I was just trying to understand the roll. That's why I was understanding.
So I just take the first number and double it. So next up is the zombie. He is going to slam one more time into Kazira.
Bastard.
With a 9. I believe that misses.
Yep, my armor class is 17, so that
And that is his turn.
Right. Thank you very much.
Next up is what we think is the white. He is going to move up, and he is going to attack Thargus. Thargus, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it! I don't know if I can pull another one out of my butt.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Somebody's got it. Like I said, I don't trust my wisdom.
It's okay
Oh no,
because
it's a Constitution save, right?
yeah,
Then why am I rolling wisdom if it's a Constitution save?
Yeah, I'd
No.
roll Constitution because I think you're better at that.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
con should totally save your butt.
Yeah, because I've been rolling wisdom. So
The
I rolled.
zombies get wisdom saves. The rest of us get real saves.
Yeah,
okay,
that's,
that's
way better.
That's better.
26.
Now,
And
as this thing kind of reaches out and claws you,
please tell me I slap his hand.
you almost feel like it tries to pull a piece of your essence out with it.
Ew.
But
It's level
you manage-
draining.
But you manage to resist.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say I slapped his hand away. Bad break.
That's not good.
And then with its other hand, it reaches out and swings at you with a longsword
Ah,
that rolls 22,
All right.
and you take 5 slashing damage. So 10 altogether. 5
Yawn.
slashing, 5 necrotic.
Yuck, dude.
Okay, next up is the nightmarish cloaked black figure guy.
Wait, isn't he down on the ground?
He's prone, yeah.
And he can still slash at me?
No, I'm talking about this guy right here was what
Oh,
did it.
okay. My bad.
Now it's this guy's turn. He's going
Okay.
to use part of his movement to stand back up. And then I need you to roll another wisdom save, Thargus.
Constitution.
Wisdom.
Wait,
This
I
one-
thought I.
This one is a wisdom save.
God damn it! Piss off with the wisdom saves. Yeah, I'm
Shit.
screwed.
Okay. And you failed. Okay. So
Don't get it.
No, honey, no. Thor.
Um, we'll start with this. First off, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Uh-huh.
and you are paralyzed.
Shit.
Oh well, it's a good thing I've got a high.
Oh
Okay.
crap!
So, and then its second
Over here.
attack
Boy, yes, go. Keep moving. That's a good boy. I don't need your butt, my nose. Thank you.
is a 10, so it misses. All right. So, Thargus, you are paralyzed in place.
Yeah. I didn't want to go anywhere anyways.
Next up is Gabrian.
Oi.
Hey, Gabriel, how about you use some of those funky spells to free me?
All right. I don't have any spells to free you.
No, come on, Thor. Step back, baby.
Oh, wait. Protection from evil. Let me check something real quick.
Oh.
From rival. No, evil. Evil. Oh. Hold on. All right. There we go, finally. Until the spell ends, one creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, and blah blah blah, undead. Grants several benefits, creatures a disadvantage. Can't be charmed, frightened, possessed. Okay, so I don't think this spell will save you. Damn it. Okay.
No, you stay over there. Sorry, buddy.
How do you unparalyze someone?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking.
I have no idea either. Okay, I'm just going to.
All I
Kill
can
the
think of to
bastard
do,
that
I'm
did it
waiting.
to him.
I'm gonna put a couple other shots. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
So his turn ended. He has to make a save against the bonfire damage.
Ah, that's right. That's a dexterity save.
Yes, Dex DC 16.
18.
Damn. Okay. Well then, I'm going to put.
You get the idea that this one is no pushover. He's a bit of a special case.
All right, I'm gonna put a couple barrels of Eldritch Fun in his face.
22 is a hit.
All right, he takes 12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage. Noted.
And protection from energy doesn't work against negative energy. Shit, I don't have a lot. Yeah, that might be. That's me for now.
Okay. Next up is Julian.
Yeah. Okay, what's left?
Oh, Thargus. One thing you did notice when this thing got up from its prone position, it looks like some of the damage that you did previously sealed and closed up.
Mhm.
Crap.
So
Is he the only thing that's left? Is the question.
no, there's this guy, and this guy on either side of the hearth.
But the one that came back is the one that's over by Kazira, or it's the one over by Thargus?
What do you mean by came back?
The one that was
The one
running
that
away,
was
but wasn't
prone and
anymore.
is now
Oh.
healing again.
No, the one that was prone
It's
and,
the one by
and is
Thargus,
healing
right?
is this
Yeah.
black one here.
Yeah, okay, then that's the one I'm attacking. Damn it. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of to do.
Spell magic. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level on a successful check. Alright. So you cast a spell magic on this thing.
Mhm.
You see the kind of waves of magical energy kind of pulse out from your hand and make contact with this entity, and they just kind of ripple off like so many sound waves and then just dissipate away, unaffecting it at all.
Wait,
So I don't
so
even
is
get to
this-
try to dispel it if it's over a 3?
Whatever's keeping this thing up is not a magical effect.
Okay, so no spell was cast to keep it up.
No.
Crap.
Even though I'm convinced that they were just raised.
Well, the zombies were.
But this is different.
This is one of those asterisk undeads.
Oh,
Right.
like it did the raising.
Possibly. Yeah,
Crap.
that's the next guess. And I'm now useless to y'all. Yeah, I'm staying where I am. Okay.
Okay.
And it's like 6 minutes till, so we've got to get them both down. Kill, kill, kill.
So I'm just gonna dagger the same dude I've been daggering.
Dagger. Both are hits.
Oh yeah, baby.
Nice.
For 3 and 9. 12 points of damage. Oh, he is still ticking, but barely. He's kind of starting to fall apart. There's not much left to hold those bones together.
Them bones, them.
All
Animated
right.
bones.
And next up, do you want to move Draglink or do anything with her?
No, Draglink is just kind of watching to see what the hell happens next.
Okay. Thargus, you're up.
Okay, so how do I... Paralyzed is just I can't move, right?
Paralyzed is... Where am
Does
I?
he have to roll a save again?
No, he does not get a save at this point.
Oh.
Can I attack?
Paralyzed, incapacitated, and cannot move or speak. Automatically fail strength and dexterity saves. Attackers have advantage, and any attack that hits and is made from within 5 feet is a crit.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
What?
And guess who's
Huh.
coming up next?
Crap.
Yeah, them.
Bastard.
Okay. So, unfortunately, there really isn't much you can
Oh,
do
no.
right now.
Well, I can
Um,
attack.
No, you can't.
No.
Well, it said I can't
Can't
attack.
move.
I can't talk.
Can you attack without moving or speaking?
Come here, Thor.
Incapacitated. Cannot. Oh, yeah. Part of it is you're incapacitated. You cannot take actions or reactions.
Shit.
So
All right.
unfortunately,
Can I
there's-
use Commander Strike?
you need to speak in order to do that, I believe.
It doesn't say that.
Post it in the chat really quick.
Does it require an action? Because if it's like
Because
a...
yeah, Commander Strike is an action.
Okay, shit.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego
yeah,
one of your attacks and use the bonus action on to direct one of your companions to strike.
See, you need to use an action to do that.
This is
and
just dumb. I can't do shit.
paralyzed is one of those conditions that's just a real bone up your butt. It's
You do realize when I get unparalyzed, they're gonna get a kick in the crotch.
well, we'll see. We'll see.
Should that happen this session?
So next up is the zombie. He is going to
Come on,
slam
hit him
for
quick.
0. And roll a 13. That's a miss. This guy is going to claw at Thargus, and I need you to make a, well, no, it's a miss. So that's not going to happen. And then the other one is a longsword attack, which is 21, and I believe that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yes. So the longbow or the longsword, you
I was
take.
like, wait, you're shooting me with a bow that close?
No, a longsword, not longbow. 4 slashing. And next up is the big bad. Now,
It says
here's,
paralyzed on 4.
all attacks. Oh shit, that's right. All attacks against you have advantage. I forgot that. So I got to do this one more time.
Oh.
16 is still a miss. All right, so this guy is going to attack.
How long am I
attack.
paralyzed for?
We'll get to that. Okay, so he hit you with the second attack, and since he hit you with the with advantage, and this one is going to be a crit.
Of course.
So,
Oh boy.
let's see. 27 times 2 is 54 points of damage.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Now,
That's penalty.
that's his first attack. His second attack hits with a 20, and it again is a crit. Or no, yeah, shit. No, wait.
That's a
Oh,
little
Let me reread
cheap.
this. Let me
Shit.
reread this. Let me reread this real quick. Target is paralyzed until. Okay, so the initial damage knocked you out of paralyzation. So this next one doesn't have advantage and isn't critical.
Wait, neither does the other one because the other guy still hit me.
No, until this guy deals damage to you.
Oh, well, that's...
That's when the paralyzation ends.
Oh wait, the
So,
paralyzation ends with damage?
I'm working on it. Huh?
when this particular creature damages him is when
Oh.
the paralyzation ends. So
Okay.
this
Oh.
next one, it's still
I'm
a
sorry.
hit,
If somebody
but
strikes you, you should be unparalyzed.
it's still going to be a hit, but it's not critical. So that is going to be 25 points of damage, and I need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, I'm not.
You're a fibber.
Or no, never mind. That's a separate ability. Okay, so from here, the paralyzation ends, so don't worry about the saving throws. But once the paralyzation ends, when the paralysis ends, the target is frightened for 1 minute. The frightened target can repeat or can make a saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So, right now you are frightened of this thing, and on your next turn you have to move at least 30 feet away from it, or have disadvantage on all attacks and actions.
Can I roll for it first?
Not until the end of your next turn.
That's bull crap.
Next up is Gabrian.
And
Okay.
it is after 4.
Oh shit, that's
I
right.
know that
Okay.
sucks, but I
Okay.
actually
Well,
have to go.
at least it's at the top of the round, so we're at a good stopping point.
Remind me to
So-
throw protection from evil on Thargus when my turn comes.
So we are looking at the 7th, I believe. 7th of April.
Okay.
Okay. So I will
Alrighty.
see you all on the 7th of April. Thank you very much, everybody. This was an awesome.
Thanks for.
I think we finally found Thargus's kryptonite here.
we may
Paralyzed,
have. This may
which
be
is
bad.
which is stupid.
Um,
That is
So-
way too OP. I'm gonna find a sword with paralyzed.
Paralysis.
Paralysis.
okay, so
Alrighty,
And I'm gonna
run.
use that on every person that comes near me.
I will see you guys on the 7th.
We'll see how much they input.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
everybody. Have a
Thank
great
you, Rob.
time, and I
Thanks,
will talk
everybody.
to you all later.
Later, man.
Later.